on target. Easy.
Still enough points to keep moving. He must be beelining for a an asset hex that I don't know about down here. There's no other reason for him to be doing this. I think he went for that one, and now he's just beelining to some other one over here. I'll race him. Oh, see, there's a problem. Again, that is a long way to be pushing supplies. Right there's the cutoff again.
Wilco.
This zone of mine is becoming pretty ridiculous too. Military vessel. Way the hell out there. You belong to those guys. Apparently I forgot to move you a few times. You're not ever going to get to somewhere useful in time, so we'll just... send you over here, I guess, to help out guarding that border. Not much change. Still in fourth, last place. We're all kind of flip-flopping. I don't know how he got such a huge population lead for such a small amount of the planet taken. That'd be an interesting thing to understand how that happened. It's almost double my population. Must have been a lot of free folk he was able to, quote-unquote, control their little villages and then lure into his cities. It's the only thing I can think of. That, or maybe a couple of early cloning facility artifacts.
Yes, sir.
Copy that. Copy that. Copy that. Copy that.
Hmm.
Wilco.
Hey, are they actually fighting? That kind of looks like they might be fighting. An awful lot of units stacked on the border there. And if that really is all of his territory... Well, how can that be all of his territory? That can't be all of his territory. I feel sorry for that guy. Another one space, one unit holdout. 322! Huh. Alright. $170? That's not that guy. Is that the guy that's missing on my map? I gotta go find out who that last one I looked at was. That looked a little weird. Lost my whirlwind, my vehicle. Take me back this way, please. Who the heck was this? Slavers. There's still a slaver group running around. Alright, well that answers that question. Next, I want to know, are these guys actually at war? Vermland and Verm Sect. Regime, Verm Sect at war with Vermland. Yep, sure thing. So two of the big guys are fighting. And I think if the one defeats the other, that will be the winner. So it's number 2 and 3. Won't be enough for a flat-out win, I don't think. At least no time soon. Hey, at least we're getting blackmailed by somebody important.
Copy that.
Nah, come and get me. I'd really like to see it. I want to see it. So there is a fight going on. Isn't that nice? There's his capital right there. Somebody moved back up through there.
Let's go! Operation successful.
Not much reason for these guys to keep coming across. That group can handle any remaining things here. I have no intention of going under this guy and then sweeping up and around again. I already can't do much with all the territory I've got. I was just kind of racing him to the bottom of the screen here and was planning to stop. But we'll see what Hex assets over here. I think he's going to keep moving though. So yeah, he does have roads connected. It just looked weird on that other map. Although, according to this... None of this stuff should be getting supply. Not a single bit of it. Because all of his roads are cutting through here. So, yeah. I mean, I don't know how long this has been the case. But, if these guys are getting supplied, it's a big fat lie. Guys like this should be just flat dead pretty quick if that's what's going on. Unfortunately, I don't have good enough intel. I don't have any units adjacent to see their exact status. I'll try to remember next turn to kind of keep an eye on this and see if he actually gets reconnected to his supply network. Because he's supposed to be running supplies through the roads to his units, and that is a big fat supply cutoff for every single unit to the south of it. Alright, staying done. Not fighting him this round, so done. Not moving the northern group.
Mission successful.
Alright, that's everybody. Yeah, I know. No workers, no workers, no workers. Got it. No workers. Worker shortages everywhere. And it's not helped, I'm sure, by my cutting back the worker wages. Decreased due to taking workers from population. Increased by autonomous cloning facility. Increased due to natural growth, free folk migration, decreased by them emigrating south. What? So I lost 1,200 to the south, but then I gained 2,700 from the south. 1,200 went one way, 2,700 went the other. And people are emigrating from the smaller cities, which is not that big a surprise. I'm not giving them any money right now, so they're not increasing all their infrastructure to keep the population happy, so there's dissatisfied people moving. How are we doing on cash flow now? I have done what I could. So, oh my god! We're close! We're close! Although we sold 150 to fuel. So this is actually closer to 500 short. So we're still 500 short. That narrows the gap substantially. I might be able to hold that with selling the occasional thing still. In order to recover that much, I'd have to drop worker salary at least one more time in all the cities. And probably give the soldiers a pay cut. That's by far the biggest expense as well. Let's try to hold off on that. I also increased taxes, so I'm sure the people are super happy in my cities. Speaking of which, let's keep doing that. Let's see how high we can push that. I didn't really worry about it too much previously, but let's just go crazy with it. What is it? Nation? Yeah. Increase income tax.
Copy that.
And increase sales tax.
Copy that.
148 points. Is it time to do another Mission Impossible? We failed the last one and got our 1 point. Is it under zones? No. Where's my Mission Impossible? Wow, there it is. 52 points, huh?
Copy that.
Succeeded! 2 fate points. We have 8. Alright, what's the fun thing? Can we do a Supreme Leader Day? Political points plus 66 modified with popularity. Probably not as popular now. Empire dashboard. I'm still loved, 88. Popular support's great. Worker support's down, but that's understandable. We know why that happened. Let's not do that one though. Let's find a different one to do that's more fun. Not just $1,000. That's easy. Ancient Depot, 3 random artifacts. Or increase the various ratings in my secondary territories. Yeah, let's just do it in Ancient Depot. Let's get some artifacts.
Yes, sir.
We got the gravimetric shield, another energy lance, and a warrior android. Got 2 of those now. 6 of those. 2, 4. Gravimetric shield. These are pretty much only useful if I go to war. That's why I'm not using them because I have no reason to use them yet. I'd rather hold on to them and then when I need them, actually drop them on the units where they're needed. If I tried to deploy them now, who knows if those units would ever actually end up using them. So I'm just holding them until a big fight erupts. Doesn't cost me anything to place them, and I can get them down right where I might have an impending need. Alright, I guess that's it for the moment. So we'll hold off anything else there. Cash. Building up some more of that. Back to trade. Can we sell anything? Only 239 credits. That is what's kicking my ass now. I just can't sell enough each round.
Copy that.
Make much of a dent. See if the tax rate has brought us closer to parity. And then we'll start doing infrastructure upgrades again here pretty quick. Truck stations are almost done. Everything's done there. Another truck station almost done. Nothing going on. And heavy industry is still going to take a while. Let's do... I want to wait on that one. Me another fuel depot. Let's randomly shuffle units around again, because we hate entrenchment bonuses. Sitting in a pit is for losers. Cortical stimulators.
We'll go.
Roger that.
Protests against high income tax. Hey, finally. So we just buy them off with some democracy and a tiny bit of credits. Oh, I lose my government stat. It's not the best, but can I talk them down? No, not likely. That's not going to happen. Send in the troops. I have almost no troops in that space. I got, what, my SHQ and one militia unit, so that probably wouldn't go well either. I think we're going to do this one. Give it one time.
We'll go.
All the leaders are still too happy anyway. Hey, they're back! The Mystery Nation has returned. The defunct guy. This time he wants, hey, he's lowered his demand. Apparently he just wants a flat percent. I don't know, I'd have to do the math, but he says the more money I have, the more money he wants. I definitely can't do the bottom one. I think we have to do the middle one again. No, actually the top one.
Copy that.
Oh, I can't, I have no idea what any of these do or what effects they're going to have. So, whatever.
Copy that.
Hold the line. And now we're getting into the hills. That's going to make it a little ugly. But of course, he's going to get the two actual useful resources that are in the area, while I trudge through the heavy terrain and kill all the enemy units for him. It's funny how often that seems to be the case. I'll probably just park these guys down here for now. I've already got more territory than I wanted. I'm going to draw the line like right here. So I'll just kind of park in the area, keep him from coming over while he finishes it off. Bring the road over just far enough to keep everybody supplied. Let's not go into the mountains. Hey now. How did I miss those two? We'll get those. You guys are going to pull... Yeah, you're going to pull back. You can come grab the rest of this. Whoops. I forgot to kill the guy. My bad. Left my headquarters uncovered. Well, that's not ideal. And now also, I won't be able to resupply these guys this round. Oh, that was kind of silly of me. Didn't even notice there was still a guy sitting there. Tech level 7.27. Admin 774. Still a fair amount ahead of me. I'm not sure why these are... They don't show culture? Tech, culture, admin. Huh. Alright. Well, tech and admin. I'm way ahead on admin, but that's not going to help me much. What are we at? 2,000 revenue, 1,500 expenses. We've won! We've won the game! We've flipped our income and expenses category finally. We only made 94 income on sold food that was surplus to need, so that still keeps us almost 400 in the green. We're actually making money finally. I think that's the first round of the entire game so far where I've actually made I've made money. Round 70. It only took me 70 rounds. And, you know, draconian taxation and cutting all of my worker payments and salaries. 75%, 50%. We got rioting in the streets about our high tax rates. I've cut off all funding to cities for their infrastructure upgrades. We're sucking all the money out of the economy, so nobody has any money to build anything. But yeah, we're positive. it's terrible, but we're positive. Okay. I consider that a victory. It is actually possible to turn that around from, we were like, what, almost neg 2,000 at one point? Oh, let's see. Profile, don't care. That's not really helping me learn much. I actually have more planet than Vermland now. It's 30% of the stuff is useless stuff I just ran over with some motorized units, but you know, whatever. Trade report. Oh, that's what I need. Oh, well, that doesn't help me actually. Sold to traders. Private trading. Bought from, sold to. Exports. We're exporting some rare earths. Alright. Oh, I don't think I've ever looked at this one in detail. I remember we had one mine that went kaput. Yeah, that would be my rare metals. Probably the very first one I built. The others are... we got a few others that are going to go kaput soon. Archaeology and scavenging. Oh, alright. It's another one I haven't looked at before. That'll be useful to know. Artifact scavenging ratio. We got 3 different ones. Level 1, level 2, and level 3. Scavenging level. Oh, a construction overview? I could have been clicking on this the whole time. So many reports. So many reports. This is exactly what I wanted to look at a bunch of times. It would have been a lot faster. Tells me where, tells me what, tells me how long to finish. I'm assuming this is a progress in percentage. Can I click on it to go to it? Oh, I can even click on it to go to it. Look how fancy that is. Alright. Trade relation decreased. Zone overview. Pop. Workers. See, I expected this to be a lot bigger by now. I've been kind of holding it about 130 for quite a long time. Without much change. Pop happiness, almost maxed out. Workers, not so happy after my recent moves. HQs, I'm not worried about. Regimes we know about. And there's nothing in there I care about. Alright. Let's do... What do? I'm sure I still can't do... I doubt anything's happened in regards to being able to do the pacts. Non-aggression pact. Target. You? No. You? Oh, I can't. I'm below 60 with everybody now. Okay. I haven't really been paying attention to that. Regimes. What are we at? We're at 30. Is the guy blackmailing me from Never Never Land. 42. And 30. Mood blackmail. Mood cold. Mood cold. See, we had these guys at 100. Oh, he's been really backing down from all of our agreements, too. I think they're steadily decreasing it just automatically so that they can then declare war on me. Otherwise, well, I don't know how much, again, they play by the rules, quote-unquote, that the human player does, but... They must have been backing these down steadily because we were super buddy with him. We were at 100 relation and had like level 3 and 4 of all the things except for military pact, which it will never let me do. I've yet to have a game where I've been able to do a military pact with anybody. All right, so we're gonna be small man out pretty quick. I feel I feel an invasion is in my future. I don't think it'll happen in super near term because they're busy right here, you know, just staring at each other across the border. What are all these guys doing? Nothing. They've been up there for a while. How are these guys holding this group off? Who knows? Magic. What are these guys doing? Nothing. Do. Well, I don't think I have any other fun strat cards to play other than the usual stuff.
Copy that. Copy that. Copy that.
A 182, more fate points.
Copy that.
Hey, militia, have some... Oh, nope. Oh. Hey, militia, have some... Oh, we better do it here.
Copy that.
Have some cash. Forced relocation. Oh, see, now they're bringing some money. Now that I've trashed the rare earth. 300 for high-tech parts now, huh? I need to be making high-tech parts.
Copy that.
The problem here, and the reason I don't really care so much right now what happens, is each of my neighbors has about, 8 times my number of units in the field at equal or higher technology level. And I'm barely holding even on cash flow, so there's 0 chance that I could recruit. I mean, I've got enough recruits for 1 additional full-size brigade. That's it. So I'd be at 4. They're at like 16 to 20 brigades in the field. It's just, there's no point. I'm hoping somebody invades me here pretty soon, just so I can see it happen. I'm just mostly curious what how the AI is going to behave. I'm kind of glad to see him downgrading the relation levels, but yeah. There's just absolutely no point to continuing from this stage. I don't know if it's the difficulty, the hard difficulty level, or the way the map genned, or what exactly. And we did have some shenanigans with some of the majors, especially that guy to my west devouring the other guy to my west. That was really, really weird the way that happened. But with us kind of smushed in the middle here and them having 50% of the planet to expand into, I'll never catch up in the planetary percentage victory condition. And declaring a fight is not going to do me any good when they've got 6 to 10 times as many units as I have. So... yeah, it's all trade-offs, though. I mean, you gain in one territory, or one facet, and then you lose in some others. Oh my, worker strikes. Give them money.
Wilco.
Spies in Vermland again. Whatever. Like, again, I can't tell what these things actually do. I don't know how I would know which one to really go after. I usually go not after the expansionist types, but beyond that, I don't know.
Copy that.
Yeah, whatever.
Copy that.
Money's not really the issue. I mean, here recently it has been, but I could have controlled my money a little better without really much of an impact. You can only do so much with the cash. It's not like an instant I win just by having a big old pile of it. The issue I think I ran into most that's been telling this particular run is just a lack of population. I mean, I'm starting to see the point of some posts I've read that say, totally ignore all of the infrastructure, just build a city about every 5 or 6 spaces, and then don't invest any money in it, just build like 1 or 2 of the basic buildings, and then just keep city spamming. and you'll have all the money you might want. You'll have just piles and piles and piles of IP. And it's an easy way, or a cascade way to victory, really. It just seems very poorly vertically integrated for trying to build tall, because everything takes just horrendous amounts of energy, horrendous amounts of workers, and so on when you try to build tall. Building wide is almost as bad. I was trying to build wide this time, but yeah, I don't know. I haven't tried that city spamming thing yet, but I'm starting to see why it's a big advantage. I mean, for things like if I try to build that next level government building, I've been holding off on this bureaucratic office because it's such a stupendous number of workers to get it built. Or that's the per round. I mean, I gotta have 23,000 workers to go into this building. I mean, it says 21,000, but I mean, it's 10 times the number of workers to get that BP out of it. And yes, it's more than 10 times the initial BP. But the point is, if you spam out small cities, you'll get this 50 or figure you can get to the 200 BP pretty easily. You can have 10 of these in a small area, and none of the cities needs to be level 4 to begin with. You have to have a certain population level to even get that high, and none of them independently need to have 21,000 workers in there. So the way this process works and these numbers work, it's massively advantageous to spam out small cities. Just aim for the level 2 bureaucratic office with the small number of workers, but the 200 BP, and 4 of the little ones will equal the BP output of a level 4, and the independent cities can raise their populations a lot easier than the bigger ones. That's what it seems to be happening in this particular one, and I am not an expert on that level of the game. I can't pay attention to it to that detail level like some people can. But I am starting to see the point. So well, so last round I forgot to kill that guy in the back. So he decided finally to retreat back again. Hey, he reestablished his road network. I forgot to check that the last turn or two to see if he was cheating pretty hard about getting supplies when he shouldn't have been. But we've raced to the bottom of the map, so I'm not going to keep racing forward. The only issue is these guys kind of sitting out here. So I think I'll kill this guy, bring the road down, and then just kind of draw the line. We'll call that our final territory over this direction. So let's bring these guys back. Crush him next round, and then we'll just leave this group down here to hold the border, or hold the front from whatever wandering comes on over. These guys are done. You guys can skedaddle on out of here. Coming across, are ya? Gonna go get Fuzzy Blower. Can I get it first? No, I cannot. Oh well. I'll have to do without the tiny amount of power.
We're taking fire! Requesting backup.
Stepped into it. No recon. Alright, that's between the two of us, we'll squeeze that off. That's fine. South is done, east is done. Get that last square there. Guarding the border against an incursion, and guarding the border against not really much. So 16th Infantry, that's the highest number I had seen previously. 14th, oh, 25th! 6 times! There's the 25th Infantry group. Oh, man. Any number higher than 25. I think that's the new high. 21. Most of these down here are smaller. They're the older units. Yeah, the ones closer to the home base are going to be the newest ones. 18th. That's just of the infantry. That's not even of the tanks and everything else. So he's probably got, I don't know how many others that are not in that counter. There's 25th, 21st. I saw some like LTAs, which I think is light tanks. So, this guy seems to be collapsing. There's an LTA right there. Light Armor Brigade. 15th, 11th, 6th, 14th, 13th. Again, the newer ones will be down towards his home, usually. I think that was his home right there. Alright, however. Yeah, you say that against high-tech thing. The problem is, he is high. He's higher than I am. So, he has 6 times my infantry brigades out, and they're all equivalent or higher tech as well. There's up to Fusiliers 5, which is still laser rifle and heavy combat, which is basically what I'm running. So, yeah, it's been a weird map. Completely flat and open, but I'm wedged between majors. They've got the opportunity to expand exponentially out into this whole other section of the map where there's no real opponents to worry about. Alright, what was I doing? We got points to spend. Well, the game is naturally slanted to the defense heavily to begin with. Defense already has just intrinsic advantages. Quad machine gun is just going to multiply that already existing advantage. Anything that steps into it, if it gets to act on the defense, is just going to get murderized. I'm actually going to hit a... Oh, unlimited storage for metal. Alright. I'll never get to the nuke stage. Not even close. Soon as he finishes gobbling him, it'll be pretty much over. It'll be down to these two guys. Definitely won't be me involved. We sold a little over 600, which means 1,700 revenue versus 1,600 expenses. So we're holding just about even at a 75%, 50% tax rate, which is pretty bad. Yeah, our happiness for everybody's down into the 50s now. They're a little bit unhappy about the income tax. That's causing the occasional negative event about the high tax rates. But no, mostly it was me chopping their salaries. I chopped their salaries by like a third. From like 9 down to 6. That's what most of them got pretty unhappy about. I had to go down and just chop salaries across the board. The only one I didn't chop was the, the guys with the guns. The soldiers got to keep their cash. But all the workers, they took a hit. Oh, we're even. On round 70, I finally hit parity. Last round, we finally made more money than I spent for the first time in the entire game. That's another thing that apparently gets completely fixed if you do the city spam thing. Is you just build several agricultural stations in each of those tiny cities, and surplus food gets sold on the market constantly because you'll always be maxed out and overflowing. Oh, I zeroed out the private funding too. Had to get rid of that. No private funding. I think I'm gonna call this one here. I'm not having any interesting any interesting things going on other than the ghost nation that keeps trying to bribe me, blackmail me, and spy on me. That dead nation. But there's not anything interesting left to happen here. I just absolutely know there's no way I can keep up with the neighbors. They already massively outmass me in military might by about 10 times each. And if I'm not already at a tech advantage, I'm not going to get one. So I don't want to spend another 30 real-world hours knowing having what I know is going to be inevitable happen. I'm mildly curious how it would happen, but I'm not willing to put in literal dozens and dozens of hours to find out. So I'm going to call this one a halt right here, I think. I'm undecided on continuing. We had several circumstances this time where things were just flat broke. I'm still not in any way impressed with the AI, which has not changed. That's been the same pretty much the whole time. I was hoping to find some way of offsetting things to find the fun, but it's getting harder, as it did last time I played it for any amount. So I'll have to give it a think on whether I want to continue with another series, and I'll do that. But if I do, it'll be probably next week before I do. So, thanks for watching, everybody. I do appreciate it. I'll be back tomorrow with streaming some more games. I got to figure out which. At the start of the year, I've committed to actually posting the schedule ahead of time. So each Sunday, I'll post the next week's schedule of what I'll play what days. My current goal was just to commit to the 2 blocks a day regular schedule time, which has been going just fine. So now that we've got that set in place and it's working right, then I'll start putting a future schedule up each week. So hope to see you tomorrow. Thanks again.